Ah. Woo. Hello. Ah, my hair. Guys, I took a shower. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Hi. Today, I was supposed to finish my story. I forgot where I was in the story too, so I'll finish that tomorrow. Today, I just wanna chit chat and chill and answer questions. Ah, I'm so exhausted this weekend. Oh, luckily this weekend wasn't bad, but I think every week it's just baby crying is not easy. So today, let's just chill. 오늘은 좀 쉬는 시간. Let me show you guys the new channel I made. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I should do live here or the other. Because I feel like doing YouTube live is very important, but at the same time. 10-minute stream. No problem, no problem.
Morning boss, tie for the 10-minute stream kappa.
Cool. Did the alarm go on for the subscription? I'm exhausted. Okay. I didn't hear anything. Why is there no sound? Okay. Maybe I missed it. Sometimes it doesn't show. Anyways, good morning, guys. No. Actually, I should probably stream on multiple platforms, but so lazy. Even I should start streaming on YouTube, but I don't know if I should start a new channel to stream for YouTube if I'm just doing podcasts from now on, or just continue on with the full VOD. The progress it's been lots of remodeling. Well, okay, so initially I remodeled my Jinri full channel where I upload my full VODs because first of all I thought it was pointless, but then Woogie was like, she convinced me saying maybe it's a good idea to make a new channel because I can't have membership on that account anyway since I've uploaded way too much K-pop music. So if that happens, then that account there's no membership. So if that's the case, then I should create a new channel, right? 안녕하세요, 소상. So then I created a new channel, so I've been making that pretty. So then I'm like, okay, so I will maybe live stream on this channel, right? But then that makes me wonder, what's the point of having a full VOD channel if I'm live streaming on a certain channel? So I was like, should I upload the same VOD on both channel and then do something about it? So I'm debating. Yeah, maybe I'll live stream there, but upload the full VOD onto my other channel too. Just to keep it kind of the same. I don't know. So it's been a lot of thinking of what to do, and then just this weekend, I didn't want to think about like stream problem, like stream and YouTube problems. So I took that out of my mind. So. Morning. Oh, really? So they don't allow it then? 안녕하세요. 오늘은 I'm so exhausted today. 오늘 왜 이렇게 힘들지? Why am I so exhausted? I think just weekend, baby. So I don't know. Maybe this is just me trying to complain, but weekend, baby is not tamed. Baby don't want to cooperate with me. He is just all over the place. Okay. So if that's the case, then every weekend I get so exhausted. Saturday, Sundays are the worst. He doesn't want to sleep by himself. Like right now, I easily put him to sleep. I just hold him for maybe like less than 5 minutes and then I put him to sleep and he's happily sleeping. But weekend, he's like screaming. He's belting his like, So the only assumption that I'm making, 안녕하세요, 어서 오세요. 아, 진짜 주말에 방송하고 싶은데 너무 몸이 힘들어요. 그래가지고 지금 살짝 혼이 나간 상태에서 방송 지금 킨 거야. I think he's a party baby. I mean, the biggest thing is, so my in-laws been coming every weekend. And I think that was a big problem because when he just not cries, when he just whines or just makes like a uncomfortable sound, then they stand up and calm him by standing up. And I tell them not to do that because in the end, he will get used to that. Because babies are default computer right now. They are AI. They are not trained, right? So they know that in their mindset, if I go eat, then whoever they're taking care of stands up. Now, if they only come maybe like once a month, it wouldn't be that much of a big deal. But if it's every week, then the baby is being trained. Wow, I think like an AI. I'm sorry to compare baby with AI, but that's the biggest issue. So then the problem becomes, okay, you can do that, but that means you gotta come every weekend, but I don't want that. Because, like, I want to have some time with my husbando and, like, spend some good time, right? But if they come every weekend, that's not going to happen. Well, this was their first weekend that they didn't come. And what ended up happening was the baby did not sleep like how he normally sleeps during the week. So that made it say, oh my God, baby, I guess was somewhat trained. Either that or they say like the 4th month, they are the most crybabies and they have some type of problems during their 4th month. So it's one of those two, but I honestly think it's the habit developing from the parents always holding them. So 이번 주말에 사실 역대급 애기가 말을 안 들었어요. 그래서 살짝 지금 혼이 나갔어. 막 오늘 방송해서 무슨 얘기하고 무슨 얘기 해야지 막 이런 마인드로 왔는데 사실 딱 키자마자 좀 지쳤어요. 이게 엄마의 현실적인 모습 아니에요? 그냥 지쳐있는 뭐 얘기하세요. 막 텐션 업 해야 되는데 그게 안 돼. 그래가지고 근데 이제 그냥 원인 중에 하나가 이제 4개월 애기부터는 조금 애가 좀 제멋대로 한다고 하더라고요. 근데 이제 또 내 추측은 시부모님이 이제 주말마다 오셨어요. 근데 이제 다들 편하지 않냐, 맡기면 편하지 않냐인데 제 성격상 저는 이제 제가 원하는 대로 하는 게 제일 편한데 그거를 이제 좀 안 해주시는 때가 많으니까 이제 예를 들면 조금 낑낑거릴 때 일어나시는 버릇이 저는 사실 그게 저한텐 타격이 온다고 생각하는데 뭐 주중에는 아기가 혼자서 저랑 이렇게 잘 자니까 괜찮겠다 싶었는데 주말에 저랑 신랑이 둘이 보니까 갑자기 아기가 주중에서 자는 것 마냥 안 자는 거예요. 그러니까 그렇게 되면은 무슨 일이 생기냐면 얘를 내가 안아들어야 되는데 얘는 벌써 6kg야. 나는 6kg 들을 자신이 뭐 6kg야 뭐 견디겠지만 이제 나중에 막 10kg 되면은 그때 또 언제 안아서 해. 그래서 저는 이제 막 엄마한테도 뭐라 하게 됐어요. 막 제발 안아서 재우지 말라고. 왜냐면 그게 버릇되면은 결국에는 제가 주 양육자로서 못 견딘다라고 늘 얘기하는데 안 되면은 뭐 지금 살짝 혼이 나갔어. 어제 좀 역대급이었거든요. So yesterday baby was at the highest crying level. Wow. You have like a sound system in your ears of baby screaming in your ears being like, hold me. I don't think it was even feed me. I normally can catch what the baby wants now because I've been with the baby for 3 months, right? But yesterday crying was like, what the hell do you want from me? And every time I stand up by holding the baby, it was okay. But anytime, even if I'm sitting down and holding the baby, he was like, hold me. So I couldn't even lay him down yesterday or this whole weekend. So I'm very exhausted from that. So I think every Monday morning, at least on my time, if I get to stream, it's just going to be this casual, like, hi, let's talk about how life is hard. It's definitely not easy, guys. Don't have a baby. Babies are... 은근 생각보다 잘해요. 참여도가 많고 신랑의 큰 장점은 육아도 육아지만 집안일을 잘해서 그거는 조금 칭찬할 만한 것 같아요. 진짜 seriously I'm devastated. I want to yeah, but I don't it's a problem with moms, I think, is that once you have babies, I cannot trust my baby with anyone. And I feel like that's a big problem, but like especially those who won't listen to me, then I have no trust in them at all. I think that's a big problem for me. I gotta like let that go sometimes because like it's going to survive somehow, right? Is the mindset that I should have, but at the same time it's like 야 이게 제가 출산하고 나서 신기한 버릇이 하나 생겼는데 사람을 못 믿게 돼요. 그러니까 애를 맡기고 내가 편히 쉬어야 된다 이게 있어야 되는데 편히 못 쉬어요. 애를 맡기는 순간 제가 편히 못 쉬어요. 그게 신기해. 그게 너무 신기한 것 같아. 저는 절대 못 맡길 것 같아요. Yeah, I mean like I plan on, you know, putting him to nursery or those type of places if he grows up a little, maybe like 3 years, but right now of like 6 months, actually in Korea, they send their babies off to childcare really early. Some people send them off like after 3 months. So, 그러니까 어린이집 보낼 때는 모르겠어요. 마음 편히 보내긴 해야 될 텐데. 막 애기들 만지는 것도 막 싫어하고. 근데 조금 크면 저는 어린이집 보낼 생각이긴 하거든요. 그래도 한 1, 2년은 좀 돼야 애가 좀 이거는 싫어요 말을 할 수 있을 때쯤 보내고 싶은데 지금은 애가 말을 할 수 없고 할 수 있는 게 우는 거밖에 없으니까는 그때 사실 애기 보내고 싶진 않아. 그런 생각이 들더라고요. 그냥 그래가지고 지금 되게 고민이 많아요. 지금 그냥 끼고 살고 그냥 이렇게 방송으로 그냥 조그만 수익을 벌까 이런 마인드고 그냥 조금씩 유튜브나 해야지 이러고. 나 지금 너무 조그매. 그래서 저는 저희 엄마랑 신랑 빼고는 지금 아무한테도 안 맡기고 있어요. I don't trust anyone. I mean, like when I'm sending them off to childcare, daycare, it might be okay, but that's why, you know what, I don't try to read like unfortunate what is it, like bad things that happen to baby stories. I try not to read those. This is from like daycare because those like scare the crap out of me. 진짜 막 뭐 어린이집에서 이런 사고 일어났다 막 이런 막 영상들 그런 거 많잖아요. 그런 거 보면은 진짜 못 보낼 것 같아. 그래요? 나이대가 좀 그럴 수도 있어요. 저도 막 올해 진짜 출산들 많더라고요. 그러니까 3개월 때 보낸 사람도 많다니까. 그러니까 저는 지금 그러면 아기를 어린이집에 보내야 되는데 이 갓난 아기를 지금부터 보내? 라는 생각이 들더라고. 근데 뭐 돈을 막 어쩔 수 없이 벌어야 된다 이게 있으면 모르겠는데 저는 그나마 방송을 했던 사람으로서 어차피 지금 저를 어디 누가 뽑아줄 것 같진 않거든요. 그래서 그냥 방송하면서 용돈벌이나 해야지라는 마음에 계속 열심히 키고 있어요. 유튜브나 해야지 이러고. 유튜브 열심히 돈 벌어야지. 그래서 우깅님한테 요즘 많이 제가 괴롭히고 있어요. 근데 계속 게임 쪽으로 넘어와 이렇게 막 유혹하고 있고 나도 하고 싶어 이러고. I've been really thinking about what to do with my future too. 아, 퇴근 4시에? 4시? 그래도 늦다. 퇴근 한두 시쯤 시켜주는 거 아니에요? I wanna go. I wish there's a company for moms where they can work part-time. But you know what? If you think about it, it's not a smart idea to hire those people from the company's aspect because like unless you trust that they will get their work done within that short time frame. But I feel like you can. I don't know. So, it's just been lots of thinking. Oh, so stressful and so sedgy. Make one? Yeah, but what? How will we make money to pay off the moms? What can we make to hire moms? Also, I've been thinking of getting a certificate in English book reading. There is a Korean certificate called English book reading. 한국에서 제가 요즘 그 자격증 딸까 하거든요. 진짜 요즘 진짜 고민이 되게 많아요. 뭘 할지. 그러니까 사실 유튜브 영상 만드는 거랑 제작하는 거는 진짜 재밌거든요. 막 그리고 그거 피드백 오는 것도 되게 재밌고 하는데 딱 컨텐츠를 잘 잡아야 되는 게 제일 큰 것 같아가지고 고민이 많은데 영어, 동화, 구연, 지도사라는 자격증이 있어가지고 그거나 딸까 이러고 있고. 한국에서는 아니요 사실 미국 가고 싶긴 해요. 교육은 저는 미국이 최고라고 생각해가지고 근데 제가 영어 할 수 있고 뭔가 파트타임으로 할 수 있는 게 그런 거 아닐까 싶어가지고 This is something that needs to be addressed if they want to have a chance to improve birth rates. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. So as women get smarter into figuring out that if they have kids they cannot work, then they need to find something. But I mean, I understand both aspects. I mean, this stream wise, like, the second is 취지직. So, yeah, should I just make all the moms into streamers? But you have to pay moms. Yeah, but if we can do something, that'll be a very, very smart thing. But it's hard to become I think it's hard to try to get both at the same time. It's kind of like me right now trying to do both of taking care of the baby while doing some type of job to make some income. Luckily, I have you guys who are subscribing to my channel. But luckily, but for the other people, then it's really hard. Yeah, and I think it's important to have moms develop good connection with the babies too, but I think it's really difficult. It sucks being a mom. Should I make that my today's title? Well, I guess I wasn't going to do a podcast, but today's title, it sucks being a mom, guys. I honestly thought of finding some type of part-time job, but then I was like, oh, then what do I do with baby? Do I send baby to daycare? But baby is only 3 months old. If I send the baby to daycare, Korean daycare, I mean any daycare, the biggest problem with daycare is that if one kid is sick, then everyone gets sick because their immune system gets like they don't have a strong immune system. So what happens is that everyone gets sick. And not only is it like coldness, there's other things. There's something called 수족구. Yeah, some like in English they call it hand, foot, mouth disease, where they get something on their face and foot and everything. So, and that occurs a lot among daycares, at least in Korea. 저는 이제 주변에 벌써 7살 된 아기를 키우는 언니들이 2명이 계셔서 수도쿠? 수조쿠? It does sound like 수도쿠. 그 언니들 얘기 들어보면 그러니까 다 어린이집을 보내는데 보내는 순간 아기들이 뭔가 아파와요. 아파오면 병원 가야 되고, 그래서 집에 오면 아프니까 더 칭얼대고, 이거를 보이니까 내가 어떻게 다 해봐야 되나 뭐 이런 생각도 들고, 그래서 진짜 요즘은 육아 공부밖에 안 하는 것 같아. 그래서 내가 요즘 육아 콘텐츠를 해야 되나 막 이런 생각이 들어요. 너무 이 지식이 아까운 거예요. 근데 뭐 물론 제가 막 자격증 있는 것도 아니고 이거를 유튜브 영상 만들기도 좀 아쉬우니까 내가 잘하는 거를 해야 되는데 지금은 오로지 시간을 육아에 투자를 하니까 뭔가 좀 아쉽긴 하더라고요. 그래서 그냥 일단은 팟캐스트로 시작을 해가지고 어디론가 넘어가겠지? In Singapore, my dad's generation had big families with many children. Now the birth rate is so... I think it's happening in all over the world where the birth rate is declining, and I can really feel it. Like the other day, Mia and I had a huge fight. Not fight, just a huge conversation of, okay, now that I am technically a housewife mom, I have to take care of baby and do house chores. But if you think about it, then when do I get to rest? Because I'm also breastfeeding at nighttime, so if we count this as a full-time job, then I am doing it 24/7, right? 24 hours, 7 days. So Mia's trying to help out, but of course he wants some time to rest, right? So we were debating whether or not, like, how do we like manage this? And we are both very realistic people. The MBTI, we call this a T. We ended up saying, okay, someone has to put in more work. And who will that be? Me. Because at least I have time to sleep, like if I don't stream or think about doing YouTube at all, then technically I have more time to do housework and everything. But then Mia knows that I will have no life, and that will kind of lead to depression. Especially postpartum depression is really big. So then he also said, but I don't want that. So we were talking for like 3-4 hours. Being like, okay, then you have to do it. But he's also tired. Okay, then I will do it. But I worry about your postpartum. Shit. So in the end, we just comforted each other, and we just ended up saying, hey, you know what? It sucks. There's no solution. All we gotta do is just praise each other. And that was the solution we gave. Because we can't do anything. It's not like we're gonna be like, okay, let's throw away this baby, or like, let's send baby off to maybe the in-laws or the parents. Well, my mom's in US, so she can't do it. And my in-laws like to do the old method way, and I really I abhor the old method way right now. So that doesn't work. Well, what can we do, right? And like sending it off to parents is like not solving this solution. It's kind of putting it off. So it sucks. It really sucks. Being a parent just sucks. You have no time for yourself. So guess what? I dug a hole. That's why no one wants to be parents. But you know what? You know what's surprising? Is that you see this baby like smile to you, that it somehow solves everything. We're just happy. We just got brainwashed by our baby into thinking, hey, this isn't that bad. So yeah, I mean, dad has a really huge part, you know. They can't be the old dad where they would just work and bring money. Nowadays, dad not only work and bring money, but also they have to do the house chores, or even if you can't, even if you have a hard time doing the house chores, you gotta take care of the baby, right? And funny story is they say, I'll take care of the baby, and you know, they have baby on one hand and they have the phone on the other hand. They're like, so mom looks at it, be like, really, you really got to do your phone? Well, but if you think about dad's been working all day, you know, he gets scolded by his CEO or his teammates, you know, his job isn't doing well, his client's being an a-hole, so he gotta rest at least for some hours, right? But that's the same thing with mom. So when will we rest? When the baby sleeps, right? But you know what the sad thing of when the baby sleeps? We are just so exhausted that we can barely do anything. We are just sitting there being like, okay, should we go play some League of Legends? But that takes up too much energy. Okay, let's just watch drama. K-drama. Okay, we started Esquire, by the way. That's not bad, but it's kind of still bad. Or, okay, let's drink beer. Mia goes, let's drink beer. Okay, let's party tonight. Let's have some party. Let's talk and enjoy. Mia drinks one beer. His face gets all red. I'm so tired. Let's sleep. I'm like, wait, but we just put the baby to bed at 8:30. He's like, I know, but I'm tired. You too? Me too. Okay, let's sleep. We go to bed at 10. So, it sucks. Party. We get done. We were just on the phone yesterday for 1 hour. And then we looked at the clock. Oh, it's only 9:30. Why am I yawning this much? Why is my eyes closing? You know, and we ended up saying, okay, let's go to bed. So, this is reality. No one tells you the reality of taking care of a baby because it will scare everyone off into not wanting to have a baby. But guess what? You will get rewarded. That I can promise you. You will get rewarded just by seeing the baby grow. It's just a lot of time and energy being spent. So, recently, I finally understood why it's important to have the baby at young age. And I know, at least in Korea, they've been kind of saying, oh my god, like, baby, I'm gonna wait till my like mid-30s to get the baby because I want to fulfill everything before blah blah blah. Girl, you will have no stamina, and you think you have stamina, you don't have stamina. This comes from Jinri, who was like super workaholic, doing everything. You guys know me, like I've been doing like 3-4 YouTube videos. Like I was like all on task. You guys saw when I was like uploading, reacting to a bunch of K-pop videos, doing K-pop dances too. Or I was like, okay, you know what, we're gonna change content, we're gonna do AI. Okay, we're gonna be sitting here for like 3-4 hours studying AI, and then I'd be editing that, uploading it on YouTube while doing other like dance videos, or going out to do IRL for 4-5 hours, and then like coming home to do some editing. That was me. And then I come here, and so taking care of the baby, you think it's okay, and half the time I'm like, oh my god. Hello. You're staring at a mom who's been taking care of a baby for 3 months right now, and I'll like makeup. What the fudge is makeup, right? I'm happy to at least wash my hair. I was fighting the other day with Mia, talking about like how hard my life is and how hard his life is, and we're just like, well, my life sucks more than yours. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, I didn't shower for 2 days. How about you? I let you shower. And he's like, well, I have to go like throw away trash every day or every week because our apartment's messed up. They allow you to throw away trash once a week. So he's like, oh, you know, I have to throw away the trash once a week. I have to do this. I have to do that. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, well, this sucks. This is like what sucks about my life. And he's like, well, this is what sucks about like his life. Blah, blah, blah. So, and then we end up, you know, like I either cry, be like, oh, like this is so terrible. And he's like, it's okay. And we're like, okay, this is life. He shouldn't complain. Well, no, but thank you about like being in his shoes. I understand. I would complain too, because guess what? You know what? You guys think your wife won't do it, but your wife one day will be complaining to you for what you're doing. She will not be satisfied with your work of either taking care of the baby or doing house chores. Like they'd be like, I've been, you know, like busy, I've been doing ABCs and this, and you've just been sitting around, or you've just done the dishes. That's all you've done this whole time, just the dishes, you know. And like he's tired, you know. Like I said, he comes home, his client's being an asshole. You come home and your wife is being an asshole. So where do you relieve the stress? Nowhere. No one has, like, both mom and dad has no place to relieve their stress. So for me right now, I'm basically, you know, talking to you guys to get my stress out. And then I'm like, well, you know what? I think my stories are funny. I'll put it on as a podcast. Someone will listen to it. Someone might be like, yeah, that's me, you know? I think people need to have more of those. So maybe I'll make this into a podcast. And then I get all these like good ideas of what we should talk about and everything. So yeah. But hopefully I hope this doesn't scare you, but I hope this does prep you into being prepared of being a mom and a dad. And I also think you guys should have babies fast. If anyone's in their 20s, like, get a baby right now. Go, you know, find a girlfriend and get married and have a baby like ASAP, because your stamina, oh my god, the more you go older, there's no way. Like, I don't trust those girls being like, I work out, I have the time to work out and do everything. Yeah, well, that might be like once a day. I mean, I do that too, but like there are definitely once a week, I just have to be on top of the TV or the sofa, be like, oh my god, life is a disaster. I just need to rest and not do any BS. So yeah, of course, if you have housemaids and someone does your house chores, it's a perfect life, and I can go exercise and keep my fit, thin body. But like, who has the money for that? If I had the money, I wouldn't be screaming right now in front of you guys being like, hey guys, give me some money. I need money to, you know, pay for my baby's diaper. So I have one kid. So yeah, that's why the first countries, what's the word? That's why a lot of countries, their birth rate in a lot of countries are dropping. And I can feel that. I've been feeling it in my vein of, you know, like having to drop work. Oh, thank you. Having to drop work and just sitting here looking at the baby and being like, okay, why is he crying now? He's hungry. Or, okay, this baby does not look happy. Oh, he has to burp. So it sucks. It sucks being mom and dad, and I hope you guys are prepared for it. But I keep saying the same thing over and over again. You will get rewarded somehow. You definitely will get rewarded somehow. But yeah. So I got to a point where I looked up some remote work to see if I can do some remote work while taking care of the baby, but it's definitely not easy. It's unfortunate. It sucks to a lot of point that people have to, you know, people can't have kids anymore. And to be honest, having a kid is so rewarding and fulfilling. It really shows the next chapter of your life. Especially because like I was prepared in having kid, but at the same time I feel like I'm still a kid and I have to take care of a kid. That's scary, right? But it makes you learn a lot about, you know, being patient or doing something for someone that you love dearly and working hard for the baby. So being a working mom isn't easy, but you have to do it somehow, right? So that's why I'm back here sitting in front of this chair, at least thinking, hey, at least if I stream, someone might sub. That's like $2-3. I can buy a coffee with that and like save up money. That's been my mindset of streaming, and that's something that people can do. So I can see why a lot of Korean moms are trying to become influencers and making baby content, because they have to. If they can't work, then they have to make money somehow at home. So that's always the best option. But yeah, it sucks. Let me just tell you that it really sucks being a mom. And like I said, you see all your friends going out to parties and doing all the things for themselves, and I'm sitting here with the baby. It's like, oh dear Lord. It's a fun life, guys. Hopefully you guys don't have to deal with this. But yeah. Yay! Wait, why is that over there? Oh,
Baby
it's
rage,
because I
feed
changed it. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for giving my baby one diaper. You know how much diaper costs? Oh, and can we talk about how much diaper costs too? I can see why people complain about diaper fees and formula fees. So I'm not doing formula, but my brother and my sister-in-law is doing formula, or was. They told me they would use a new, like a brand new formula when the baby was in 7th month, I think, or no, 6th month. I forgot when. Maybe 1 or 10 days. One container in 10 days. I think that's what he told me, and I was like, and how much does a container cost? $30-$40. And some can get more expensive depending on how fancy it is. So if you want to get the fancy, like, what is it? They don't drink cow milk. They drink like goat milk substance, blah, blah, blah. Then that can get up to maybe like $50-$60. So if you're trying to, you know, feed them formula, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying like you should, you know, always do breastfeeding. Formula is fine, but imagine the money that's being sent off. That's crazy, right? So it's really unfortunate. Everything is too expensive. And so I just want to say, for a lot of companies making baby products, this is for them. Guess what? Stop being an a-hole and like stop increasing price just because it says the word baby on it. I felt that buying baby products in Korea, okay? I don't know, maybe in US that's something different, but the moment they put the word baby on it, it's like extra $10 expensive. Yeah, you gotta stop that if you want the baby rate to drop. You know, either the government has to do something about it, or, you know, it's not gonna help people. So, like for instance, we have a bidet, a baby bidet, where we tie it on the fountain part of the water. What is it? It's like a water screw. So if I want to try to wash his butt, since the water goes down, we put some type of tool that makes the water go in like a U shape, upside down U shape, right? A parabola. So we bought that. Now, before buying that, I was checking the internet, right? And the internet says, oh, this baby butt washing tool, $13. It saves washing butt, blah, blah, blah. It all has this marketing stuff. And I was like, Mia, we gotta buy this $13. It's cheaper. My friend bought a $30 one, but I'm smart. I found a $13 one. Well, guess what? He went on to Temu or something, and he found the exact same one for $2. And he's like, do you see this? I'm like, there might be difference. Ended up being exactly the same. So it really sucks. And so what upsets me is sometimes, you know, you expect this baby product to be really good quality, and it says it's made in China, and so you're just kind of like, what is this, you know? So sometimes you don't have to go all in with baby products, but you want to, like, yeah, once you do baby shopping, oh my god, I'll tell you about how crazy we were. That's why I did a lot of research I did so much research on doing baby products. That's like another new like 4-hour talking of trying to buy for baby products. I think I told some story about you guys too, right? Oh, that's true too, right? Gaming, they added another like another zero on it. Yeah, that's the same thing with baby, but babies, mom have this feeling of, oh, this baby products is going to be, you know, that's going inside a baby's mouth. Let's add a, you know, let's try to buy something that's very clean, less sensitive. You know, in the end, it's made in China. It's made with plastic things, and it'll be okay. Is a mindset. So we've been kind of being more loose of that, but still at the same time you want to give them the best thing, right? So it's been very debatable. I've been having a life crisis about that, and today my baby's been sleeping such a good long time. Yeah, I don't know, maybe yesterday he finally felt it. So I think it's just, it has to be doing something with Mia being in the house or something. Yesterday was so yeah, that's life for you. I hope this story helps you guys. I hope this story helps you guys prepare to become mom and dad, and I hope you guys don't get afraid, but yeah, good luck. Cause it's gonna suck. It really sucks being a mom and a dad. That's my conclusion. But you guys will get rewarded somehow. Don't forget, there's reward in my talk. Any questions? Yeah, I shouldn't jinx it. I'm so happy he's sleeping so well. I know. There's this brand called Baby Bretta. I thought that was a Korean name because the name was so shitty. But I think it's like, where is that product from? Where's the company? What company made this? Isn't that such a funny name? Baby Bretta? Oh, is this European brand? There is a formula maker from that brand. Don't buy that. Please don't buy it. Oh. Unless you're very clean, like person. Yeah. Where is this brand? Yeah, it's called Baby Brezza. Brezza. Oh, it's from New Jersey. Oh, it's an American product? Huh. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey is a company that manufactures and sells baby products. You know what I really thought of too? This is Jinri's second mindset, is get into a company that sells like baby products, like get hired in a company that sells baby products and get some discounts. Like baby diapers. Procter and Gamble hires industrial engineers, and Kimberly Clark also hires industrial engineers. I was like, should I apply to that company, Korea, you know, the Korea division, and maybe it'll help me, you know, transfer to US. So that's what I was really thinking of. Hopefully that'll help, but we'll think about it. Anyways, today is so peaceful. I'm always in such a rush of talking about my story because the baby wakes up that I have nothing to talk about. Guys, ask me questions. I'll answer some fun baby related questions for you guys now that I finished my whole life shenanigan stories of baby sucks. Ask me anything. We'll do an AMA. All of a sudden do AMA about baby caring and baby life and the baby products. Yeah, but anyways, I'll be uploading. I'll tell you guys the new YouTube channel, and I think I'll be doing live streaming there, and then still upload the full VOD on a different thing. How many more babies? To be honest, just one more and end, and I want that last one to be a girl. I'm praying. But we'll see. And it's just so weird. Like my friend who got pregnant last year got pregnant this year too, or 2 years ago. Oh yeah. So coolest thing the baby has done so far in his life. Oh, this is recent. First of all, my baby's really good at swimming. We have a neck tube that we put on around his neck, and he like can kick off of the wall, and he just slides. It's so cute. And he's starting to use his neck more, so we don't have to hold on to his neck when we lift him up. So I use the word him, which is like power, right? So every time he does that, he's like, it's so cute. Yeah, that's the reward you get. But this is the reality of hardness. So how many more channels? I think that will be the last YouTube channel that I'm like, I don't think I'll make a baby related channel. Like I've been thinking of making like baby related content. But if that happens, then I am not dividing my life and my work. So I think that's the hardest. Know any other new parents? Do they have the same challenges? Did they solve them the same way? I know a couple of my peers, and yeah, we don't have the same challenges. It's really interesting when they say all babies are different. But one of the challenge that their baby is going through is that the baby doesn't eat. So her baby is so skinny. Like I see that baby, I'm like, holy cow, she's so skinny. Like you expect the Michelin tires character of like the white, fluffy, like kind of chubby babies, and that's one common thing that happens among babies who eat who's growing using formula. But their baby is just like a stick. So skinny. And she told me that was a big problem for her, and that her growth is on the lower end of the spectrum that they have to follow. So to check whether or not the baby is growing well isn't by how much the baby is eating, but how heavy the baby is getting, along with how tall he's getting too. Luckily, our baby is in the middle. We're average babies, so that's been great because he was born a little underweight. It's not too severe, the percentile, but he was definitely within 10 percentile. Wait, we want to go 10 is like being super heavy, right? So maybe like the 90 percentile of being kind of skinny. He was 2.98. So in that sense, that was unfortunate, but he actually grew really well. He doubled his weight in 3 months, so now he's 6.2. So my baby's doing well. And so yeah, to be honest, my baby, our problem is really small, of just saying he cries once a while. I don't know why he's crying, but there's a lot of parents who cry a lot, and my friend's baby, not only does he eat but sleeps really late. So their full-time sleeping is at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and my baby sleeps at 8 p.m. So after 8, we're just enjoying our lives. Like, you know, in Korea there is a word called yuktae, which is shortened for yuga 퇴근, which means yuga is baby care, and then 퇴근 means get off work. So you get off, work of baby care, right? So we enjoy. And to be honest, my baby is a unicorn, so it doesn't make sense of me he's sitting here complaining. But to make this baby sleep that early, I put in a lot of work, I think. So, and he follows well too. So it was a good match. But yeah, compared to other parents, our baby problem is that big, I think. I think the biggest thing of our baby is sucking on his thumb a lot too. Yeah, he just sucks on it like all the time. He just sucks on it so much. So yeah. So today my baby is sleeping for a very long time, and this time what I did differently than other time is I fed him for a very long time. That's the key. I found the key. Maybe we can really do the 1 hour K-pop dance thing. I still have that in mind. You know, I miss, you know, dancing. Yeah, it's been 50 hours. Holy cow, guys. I think he has food coma. So one thing that's really interesting about breast milk is that they have like two substance when the baby is being fed breast milk. So the first half, which we don't know how long, is they get lots of vitamins, and then the second half they get a lot of fat and carbs. So when you breastfeed each side, you have to breastfeed a certain amount so that they get the full nutrition. If they just get the first half, then the baby will not sleep for a long time. So, but the biggest problem of trying to feed the baby for a certain period of time is that this baby sleeps while sucking on my boobas. That's why I have to wake him up, you know, like do all this and that, and then make him eat the other side. You know, we gotta like go back and forth of feeding him. But if you are becoming a little lazy in terms of taking care of baby, then that's what happens. And you don't try to allow baby to sleep while eating. I know. Because that can become a habit on later when he's trying to sleep. Then, you know, we are trying to make him sleep without anything, not even having like all these fancy pillows or blankets. So it's really hard for him to sleep at night. So we're trying to teach him, you know, it's not easy. You know what? Imagine how trying to teach a baby how to sleep. We can't be like, okay, you know, you have red sun and your eyes closed and you're dead, sleep. That doesn't work with babies, so we don't know how, right? But yeah, we try not to have anything around him because that's what people tell me not to have. So oh, the baby's been sleeping for 50 minutes, guys. That's world record. I don't even know what to tell you guys now. Damn, we don't have any content. On days that I don't have anything, today I thought baby will wake up because yesterday was such a disaster. Guys, let me tell you what, yesterday was just such a hell. Oh my god, that I was like, today I swear to god this baby's gonna wake up in 20-30 minutes. I'm not even gonna talk about my stories. I should have talked about my stories. Oh, okay guys. But yeah, there's interesting thing about breast milk. That's why when babies are fed breast milk, they wake up earlier, or they digest faster than formula milk. So the good thing about breast milk in that sense is that they should eat often, but what's bad about it is that you have to feed the baby often, unfortunately. So then it's vice versa with formula, is that the baby will sleep for a long time because they can feel the relaxation of, you know, being full, versus, but that means that you have to burp the baby well for the baby to, you know, digest it without having it come up. So it's very, so either one, it sucks. Today's content I feel like is talking about what sucks about baby, what sucks about parenting. Could have done a K-pop in 6. I know, you know, honestly I could have just done it today. Today I'm wearing like, yeah, I was supposed to film a K-pop dance video too. I still have twice as K-pop dance that I'm supposed to film, and I'm like, oh my god, oh, when do I do that? But I'll do that today. And I know Chunsomi's new music came out tomorrow. Secret Number and Kepler's out. I still have Secret Number out there, don't worry. I'll definitely I'll maybe come back with the Secret Number one and then do twice and then do Kepler. I wanted to learn Stacy's I Want It. I thought that was cute. I want it. I want it. I want it. I'm keeping up with K-pop. See, so I need content that doesn't require me sitting down and focusing on something. So that's why all the studying content was out. Like studying for stock, studying for AI out, which sucks because guess what? after I uploaded the AI contents, people have been emailing me to review their product. I was like, that's so smart, you know, like I'm getting out there, and then it got cock blocked, right? So unfortunately, we can't do that. Because I don't have time to sit here. I mean, today I had an hour, but you know, most other streams I've been just streaming for what, like 20 minutes? So I'm just saying to myself, it's just not the right timing, right? It's not the right timing. We just... Hey. So what can we do? Let's see, then K-pop? So I was like, oh, I can learn K-pop. That's also like an entertainment for the baby anyways, is having the baby watch something, watch mom learn how to K-pop dance. So I learned, you know, dance while having the baby on the floor. So yeah, I think AI is a good content. It's a very blue ocean right now. Like last time I did research on it, so I was like, oh, maybe I should really do this. But wasn't it cute? Yeah, I was gonna create one with twice as new dance, but sorry, I think I was just really stressed out with just in-laws coming every week. And I always have to fight with them. Don't do this, please. So this week I'm feeling much more happy. It's just, you can't do anything with parents. It's not just the in-laws, but it's a common thing of, you know, like the generation gap is what parents have done when we were babies is now different from what I'm talking about all the things that I wanted to talk about. Maybe I'll split today's video into multiples and then create it into a thing. Because today I was gonna make this into like a problem with in-laws or problem with parents. You know, keep it in a nice order. But just like the glimpse of it is what was done in our parents' age is different from what's done in our age. And it's gonna be different from what's done in like my baby's age. So in this thing, it's like working at a company, right? If you work in a company, I worked at a very old company, as you guys know. So the biggest thing with working in a company that's been like 100 years old is that their system is all over the place because they have the 100-year-old methodology, the 90-year-old methodology, 80-year-old methodology, you know, like they have all of these mixed together. So I remember like doing some work in like these old programs. I'm like, how the fudge do you use this? No one uses this anymore. And the biggest problem, and where the problem comes from this ideology, is that the old generation's mindset is stuck there, as in, hey, it worked. Why change? Why adapt to the new methodology? What's the problem, right? Oh, that's true, you know. So in parents' mind, they are kind of like the word gonde, right? They're the elders. They are elders. It worked during their era. So why should we not accept the parents' methodology? Which is true. To be honest, it's not wrong. But we also have to look into the statistics of how many babies died during the parents' era of taking care of us versus like our era. Right? Of course, we were lucky. For instance, I apparently was fed water when we were having hiccups. So whenever there was a hiccup, moms fed us water, but it wasn't just water. They would feed us pori water. Pori in English is barley. You know, the barley tea bag. Yeah, babies were fed at the moment. And a science pediatrician said the reason why babies were fed barley water at the time, barley tea, was because in Korea they had issues with water, that there wasn't any clean water. So then the best way of making clean water was to obviously, you know, make it 100 degrees, you know, sterilize it. But then there was also propaganda saying that barley was good for your health. Is that called propaganda? Am I using that word right? There was like some fake ad out there, like marketing of barley water being very healthy, very good for your health. So moms doing anything for the baby, which makes sense. You want to do the best for your baby. That's what I'm feeling too right now, you know. they were like, okay, let's give them barley water. And so whenever babies look thirsty, I don't even know if how babies can look thirsty, right? But whenever they have this look of thirst, they just gave you barley water. Now, the problem with that, you might be thinking, is, well, you know, if you're making formula, you have water and formula, so you're technically feeding them water, right? The problem is that their main food is water, and when you're giving them water, when you're giving them formula, we're measuring the exact amount of water that's needed to mix the formula. We are not giving extra, or we don't try to give more water for the baby. And the reason for that is it's bad for their kidneys. Surprisingly, I didn't think that was a thing, but it's bad for your kidneys, or it was bad for the baby's kidneys to be fed water because they're already getting so much water in the first place. So you're not supposed to feed them water. Funny story. Now, Mom's era, hey, I'm fine. My kidneys are fine. I don't think I've had any kidney problems so far. You know, my husband's kidney's fine. So what's the big deal? So to our parents, it does kind of seem a little too over, you know, I'm being a little too, what's a good word for me to put here? Maybe I'm too, I know the word in Korean because I've been talking to this thing about in Korean, but what would be a good word to put in here? I'm not being overwhelming. Anyways, I'm just being a little annoying. Maybe annoying might be a good word here, because I think too much about it, but that's why I try to set them off with like scientific background, detailed, maybe overthinking would be a good word. But yeah, that's why I give them like, well, research shows. Overprotective. Yeah, I'm being overprotective. I'm overthinking everything. But luckily, my mom is understanding the new method. She's also been watching the recent trend of how babies are being, well, not trend, but like the recent studies of how babies are being taken care of. So she and I worked really well. Of course, there were times where I'm just like, Mom. She's like, it's okay, you know, we're just kind of flipping out on each other sometimes, but overall she definitely appreciated my mindset. But hi everyone, we're just having a quick chit chat about
57
taking care of babies. hello. Thank you for the raid. 로코코님 오랜만이에요. 잘 지내셨나요? 저거 다 바꿔야 되겠다. My overlay is like super messed up. Because I changed to 1080. That was right about changing to 1080. That now it's working. So thank you for the raid. I hope everyone is doing a wonderful job of their life. I hope your life is wonderful. So it's Rococo. Long time no see. Oh, what the heck? It's it. That's so weird. Is it this? Somehow it is at 1080, but my thing is on the side. That's so weird. Why is it like that? Did my donation tab get moved? No, it's like this. Huh, so weird. That's so weird. I'll fix the donation later. I say that and I'm already looking at it. Sorry, okay. What were we talking about? Yeah, overprotectiveness, but it sucks. So anyways, I hope you guys don't be too annoying about it. I don't know where I was, but yeah. Conclusion of today's fun story is babies are hard to take care of. Adi, why is my baby not waking up? It's so weird. Why you've been baby's been sleeping for 1 hour 5 minutes. I definitely could have done a K-pop 60-minute learn content with filming as well. Fun. Oh, also I learned how to stream using my iPhone too, vertically. So that corner will be my dance corner, by the way. If anyone was curious, I got the lights out too. I don't know if you guys can see. I got the lights out. I was gonna do some dancing, but wow, 진짜 today is a miracle. Finally, he wakes up. 1 hour 6 minutes. It's record. Guys, that's my boy. 1 hour 6 minutes. 근데 저 진짜 1시간 동안 애가 잔 적 처음이거든요. 진짜 처음이에요. It's new record, chat. I think now we can do longer podcast and the longer talking session. 이제 드디어 우리가 오랫동안 볼 수 있을 것 같아. Maybe I can even play some games. 나 이제 게임 방송해도 되는 거 아닐까? And then tomorrow my stream ends in 20 minutes. Bye, Chad. I'm sorry. 2 hours? I will try. As long as baby can cooperate. But right now, baby should only take 1 hour naps. So I think 1 hour is the maximum. But yeah, today I will get K-pop dances out. And then tomorrow, I'm still debating whether or not to do reaction videos. But I will think about that. It's like I want to do so much, but I have only one body. Can anyone like figure out a way to duplicate? Oh, baby is just curling up and not doing anything. Wow. Today is a miracle day, guys. Baby has not, usually the baby's term was 2 hours. So baby eats like 6 minutes and then plays for 1 hour and sleeps 40 minutes. Wow. A shadow clone? 진짜, I want to learn something to keep, cut my body in half. Sora? Maybe she'll be a good streamer then. I haven't seen people yet. So I've been only allowing people who've been vaccinated with Tdap to visit my house. So those who haven't have not come, and I'm hoping to see them when the baby's 6 months. So, which I feel bad, and that's Jinri being overprotective as well. But anyways, chat. Today was a wonderful podcast of how life is miserable and how parenting sucks. But like I said, hopefully you guys will figure out the happiness in parenting. There goes my baby. I hope you have a wonderful stream. Go have fun watching other sexy streamers, and don't forget about Boss, and don't forget to save up money to donate to Baby Boss. Bye, guys. Do I really have to go? Oh. There goes my long fun. I know you guys just got here, but I have to go because baby's crying. So they tell me I should leave the baby for 5 minutes, and this baby has not, been happy for the last 5 minutes. So I gotta go. 여러분, 진짜 저 1시간 10분 했어요. 1시간 10분 진짜 행복했습니다. 여러분, 사요나라. 1시간 동안 봐서 행복했습니다. 다음에 좀 더 준비해서 올게요. 오늘 이렇게까지 얘기 오랫동안 잘 해주실지 몰랐거든요. 정말 행복했습니다. 아디오스. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. 안녕. 수고하셨어요. 방송 봐주셔서 감사하고 우리 또 내일 봐요. Bye. 진짜 bye. Really bye. 혼돈이 bye. Really, really bye. I gotta go work. Really gone? Are you guys really gone? Just double check. Are you guys gone? Did you? Are you sure you guys want to leave me? Don't leave me. You didn't go, right? Are you guys still here? Hello? Yeah, you hang up. No, you. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Ah! Okay, guys, I gotta go back to reality. Baby's, yeah. Baby is sucking on thumb. He learned how to keep himself not crying by sucking on his thumb. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We're just kind of worried that'll be like a habit later on, but I gotta go. Okay, bye guys. I should probably feed him. Yeah, he's not happy. Bye. 여러분 애기 진짜 오니까 저 갈게요. 안녕.